So, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was talking to the CEO of Exxon, and she asked him a very interesting question. Take a look at his response.
Have you participated in any calls with members of Congress throughout this process of reconciliation and infrastructure?
I have.
You have. Are political donations ever discussed during your calls with members of Congress?
No, they're not.
Well, there you go. Now, this is no grand discovery. We knew that this was the case, not just with Exxon and, the fossil fuel industry. This is the case with everything, big pharma, the military industrial complex. We have in this country what's known as legalized bribery, okay, to where these different entities, whoever they may be or whoever they are, can donate to these politicians and get them to oppose legislation that would be in the favor of the American people, most likely, almost in every single case of the time, to conserve profits for those special entities that fund these politicians' campaigns. Now, he confirmed there that he has been in talks with members of Congress in these ongoing infrastructure negotiations. Need I remind you that a fossil fuel lobbyist, also confirmed like a couple weeks ago or however long ago that he talked to Joe Manchin every day. Of course, Joe Manchin came out and denied this. That's a lie. And also, when this guy said no to answering the question that they don't discuss political donations or campaign contributions, I think that's a flat out lie. Why would we believe him when it comes to that? But I mean, it just tells you all you need to know. And we previously knew this already. This isn't some, big secret that was unveiled and now we know. No, we knew that this was happening. But it's just amazing to see them come out and admit it. And they're open about it because, like I said, it's legalized bribery. This stuff should be illegal. How can you donate to a politician a lump sum of money and say, oppose this legislation, and then they do your bidding because they're your bitch, because they're your slave, and then the legislation doesn't get passed? You should be in jail. All these people should be in jail for this. The politicians and the corporations in lockstep with each other. This is criminal. This is absolutely insane. And when I saw this, the first thing that I thought of was the For the People Act, something that has completely left the conversation in Washington, something that isn't even discussed anymore. The For the People Act was actually a very good piece of legislation that would crack down, not in the sense that we want to. What we want to do is publicly finance elections. What we want to do is get all of that dark money out of our politics, right? But what the For the People Act would do is it would crack down on it, and it would put a limit on how much money can be donated here and received there. And it would put us in the right direction of getting to that point of publicly financing elections and having a free and fair system. But we're nowhere near close to that right now. And politicians can receive donations from whoever. Like on the subject of big pharma, poured millions of dollars into people in the House of Representatives, and most notably Ms. Kirsten Sinema, and they oppose drug price reform. Medicare negotiating for low drug price for Americans. That's absolutely criminal. That shouldn't happen. And the list goes on. In these types of scenarios, whatever the issue may be, you can seemingly always point to somebody receiving donations from somewhere, and then they come out and oppose this, and then mainstream media feeds it to you as if it's just, oh, it's a logical disagreement. No, it's corruption. And he's confirming it for you right here.